Hello everyone, in today's video, I'll share with you how to apply for a Chinese visa. First, let's go through some basic rules. Number 1. Every country has different visa policies for different nationalities. China works the same way. People of different nationalities need to submit different documents when applying for a Chinese visa, so the process can be easy or difficult. Number 2. The documents required for a Chinese visa depend on your nationality, that is the passport you use, not where you live or hold residency. For example, an Indian national, Mr. Abbas, has lived in the UAE for 20 years and holds a UAE ID card. When applying for a Chinese visa in the UAE, Abbas must follow the requirements for Indian nationals, not for UAE nationals. Simply put, Chinese visa documents depend on your nationality, not where you live. Number 3. Do not completely trust agencies because their information can be outdated or simply incorrect. For Chinese visa policies, the only official and reliable source is the website of the Chinese embassy in your country. Now, let's move on to visa. Starting with visa-free countries. Currently, nationals of 47 countries may enter China without applying for a visa if their purpose of travel is business, tourism, visiting family or friends, exchange visits, or transit, and they can stay in China for up to 30 days. These countries include the following. If your country is on the list, you don't need to apply for a visa. 3 key points. Number 1. If you travel as visa-free, you should still carry supporting documents such as invitation letters, return flight tickets, and hotel bookings, in case immigration officers check them. Number 2. If your purpose of travel is work, study, or journalism, visa-free entry does not apply, and you must apply for a proper visa in advance. Number 3. If you plan to stay in China for more than 30 days, there are generally 3 options. The safest option is to apply for a longer-term visa before traveling. Another option is to enter China visa-free first and then apply for an extension at the local police station, but this usually applies only to business purposes. The last option is to exit China before the 30-day limit and then enter China again. Next, let's look at how to apply for a Chinese visa if your country is not on the visa-free list. Chinese visas have different types. The most common ones are the M visa for business and L visa for tourist. Other types include F visa for official or academic visits, G visa for transit, J visa for journalists, Q visa for family member of Chinese citizens, S visa for family visits, X visa for study, Z visa for work. Less common ones such as C visa for airline crew members, D visa for permanent residents, and R visa for high-level talent. Because most of you watching right now are from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Algeria, and India, so I'll show you how to apply for business visa and tourist visa for each of these 4 countries. But before I start, if you are not sure what documents are required for your nationality, or you are interested in other visa types, feel free to leave a comment or contact me by email. First, Pakistan. This is the official website of the Chinese embassy in Pakistan. Click Consular Service, Visa Application, Instruction for Chinese Visa Application. First, you need to prepare the common documents, which include a passport valid for more than 6 months, with at least 1 blank visa page, a copy of the passport personal information page, a copy of your national ID card, and also 1 passport-size photo with the white background. Next are the visa-specific documents. First, for the tourist visa, you can see here that only group tourist visas are allowed. It requires an invitation letter issued by a duly authorized tourism office in China. Authorized refers to Chinese government, so it means you need to have 5 people or more applying together and all of you must have invitation letter from Chinese government's tourism office. In reality, this is almost impossible. Okay, then moving on to business visa. Many people confuse the F visa and the M visa. F visa is mainly for government, official, or academic exchanges. M visa is for business people and company owners. In most cases, and for most of us, you should apply for M visa. For business visa, which is the M visa, there are generally three options. The first option is the TE invitation letter, or a verification letter of invitation. This is what it looks like. These invitation letters can only be issued by the Chinese government. This means your Chinese business partner must apply for them on your behalf, using supporting documents such as business transactions with you. This is really difficult and usually takes a long time. The second option is an invitation letter from the Canton Fair or the China International Import-Expo. This is why in my previous videos I showed you how to apply for a Canton Fair invitation letter. The third option can be ignored because it only applies to government officials. When these documents are ready, we can move on to the application stage. Go to the official visa application website. Select your country and city, and then proceed. Then after receiving online visa approved email, submit passport, visa application certificate, and all the original documents at Gary's Center. Next, Bangladesh. This is the official website of the Chinese Embassy in Bangladesh. Click Consular Service, Chinese Visa, Important Notices for Chinese Visa Application. First, you also need to prepare the common documents, including passport, passport copy, ID copy, photo. These documents are basically the same for all nationalities. Then for tourist visa, you need to have invitation letter issued by travel service provider registered in the mainland of China, hotel reservation with complete payment, itinerary in China, round-trip air tickets, and bank statement. You can see that it does not mention authorized travel service providers, which means any legal travel service provider in China should be acceptable. Also, it does not mention group tourist visas, which means you can apply as individual. So this is much easier than Pakistani. Then for business visa, only one option, a TE invitation letter or a verification letter of invitation. Same as Pakistan, these invitation letters can only be issued by the Chinese government, and your Chinese business partner must apply for them on your behalf. When these documents are ready, we can move on to the application stage. Go to the official visa application website. Once the result of the preliminary review shows online review completed, you can visit the Chinese Visa Application Service Center to submit passports and other required documents. Algeria. Unfortunately, the embassy website is only in Chinese, French, and Arabic. As I don't speak French or Arabic yet, so I'll have to use the Chinese version. This is the visa instruction page. First, as usual, you need to prepare the common documents. Then, you may notice something very different. There's even no tourist visa listed. Yes, that's correct. At present, Algerian nationals are not able to apply for Chinese tourist visa. Then for business visa, the requirement is the same as for Bangladesh, a TE invitation letter or a verification letter of invitation. As mentioned earlier, these invitation letters can only be issued by the Chinese government, and your Chinese business partner must apply for them on your behalf. When these documents are ready, we can move on to the application stage. Go to the official visa application website. If the link does not work, simply copy and use the main part of the website address. Once the result of the preliminary review shows online review completed, you can visit the Chinese Visa Application Service Center to submit passports and other required documents. India. Click Consular Service, Visa, Notice on updating requirements for Chinese visa application. First, you need to prepare the same set of common documents as for other countries. Then, for tourist visa, the English instructions can be a bit confusing, so allow me to explain. Basically, it requires an itinerary, hotel reservation, round-trip air tickets, bank statement of no less than 1 lakh rupees, invitation letter issued by relevant entity or individual when necessary. When necessary here implies the invitation letter may or may not be required, depending on individual situations. For example, if you have been to other countries before, have you got a Chinese visa before? Or do you have a clear intention of going to China? Or even maybe your financial situation. But after all, India is by far the easiest in these 4 countries. Next, business visa. Basically, you only need an invitation letter, either issued by your Chinese business partner or a trade fair. This means the invitation letter does not have to be issued by the Chinese government. Your Chinese business partner can simply write an invitation letter, sign it and stamp it. That will work. This is much easier than applying for a government-issued TE invitation letter. It also requires a copy of business license of the company who invited you, and copy of front and back of the inviter's ID card, or the legal representative's ID card. Again, India is also the easiest in applying for business visa. When these documents are ready, we can move on to the application stage. Go to the official visa application website. Same here, if the link does not work, just copy and use the main part. Once the result of the preliminary review shows online review completed, you can submit application documents at the visa center on any working day. Finally, I put together a chart comparing business visa and tourist visa requirements for these 4 countries, so I hope it helps. Okay, that's all for today's video. If you found this helpful, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. And as always, feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Thank you, bye bye.